Good evening and welcome to Best Listener Ever. I apologize for any wrinkles in the opening of the presentation due to slowing of data, perhaps, but we're here. It is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Welcome to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. The title is clear, I believe. Upcoming crises in leadership. Upcoming crises in leadership. The description reads US, UK, Russia, and China. Let's start in the US. The upcoming crisis in leadership here. Well, look at the White House. Joe Biden is president, but for how long? And in actuality, is Joe Biden the actual leader in this country? Probably not. No U.S. president has been in actual leadership in this country for a very long time. Now, if Joe Biden is asked to step down or has to step down or heaven forbid is unable to continue in his duties as the figurehead president, what happens in the U.S.? That's an interesting question. Of course, the Queen is not the actual leader of the United Kingdom. She's a figurehead queen. She's the queen, the titular head of the UK. But what happens if, heaven forbid, anything happens to the Queen? Well, Prince Charles will succeed her. That's the order of succession for the British royalty. It really doesn't mean a whole lot, but still, that would be a very tumultuous event in English history. Boris Johnson is the prime minister, but he's generally regarded as a joke of a prime minister. That would put a lot of pressure on the office of prime minister if anything happened to the Queen. Long live the Queen. I'm not a royalist, certainly not a fan of the British royal family. Interesting headline in the Daily indicated that Prince William was actually booed at a sporting event. I can't really account for that. I have no great love for Prince William or any royal for that matter, but there seems to be an undercurrent of distaste for British royals in some factors or factions of the English society. We'll see what happens there. Everything is kind of on the brink here. Of course, in Russia, Vladimir Putin is rumored to be ill and in failing health. What happens if something happens to him? Is he losing his iron grip on Russia? And in China, I understood just today that Xi Jinping is rumored to have a brain aneurysm that would normally require surgery. But as the story reads, Xi Jinping is going to seek traditional healing for his brain aneurysm. And if you know anything about brain aneurysms, you're here and then all of a sudden you're not. What happens in China if Xi Jinping is no longer heading the government there? So the next few days, if not hours, could see great turmoil erupt in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Russia, and in China. And this is a pivotal time for the leadership in these countries. Say what you will, but who's in the leadership position, even if they are simply figureheads, could lead to some momentous events. We've got a conflict in Ukraine. We've got growing unrest in the United States with the abortion issue, among other things. China is an unknown quantity, but if power changes hands because of the absence of Xi Jinping, that could definitely destabilize not just China, not just Russia, not just the United Kingdom, and not just the United States. It could destabilize the world. So keep an eye open for changes in leadership in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Russia, and China. These are very momentous times we live in, y'all. And it best behooves people to pay attention to what's really going on. Do you think that Kamala Harris could succeed, even temporarily, the presidency? Who would actually be running the United States? Do you really want to see the nuclear football pass to Kamala Harris? I don't think so. And what would that embolden Russia and China to do, knowing that Kamala Harris has succeeded to the presidency? Do you really think that she's capable of it? I don't. I never have. Joe Biden is not capable of providing leadership to the United States, much less Kamala Harris. These are dangerous times. What might not Russia do? What might not China try to do? I saw a headline the other day about a Chinese warship sailing probably in the international waters outside Washington State. What's next? I think people better start paying attention. That's what I was talking about the other day. These are momentous times. We are at a crossroads in world leadership. And I think people need to start paying closer attention. Not that it's going to do you much good, because what will be will be. But I think the media are probably on tenterhooks, waiting to see what's going to happen with Joe Biden, waiting to see what happens if something happens to the Queen of England, although she's not the head of government. What happens in Russia if Vladimir Putin is incapacitated for any reason? And needless to say, what happens in China if suddenly Xi Jinping is incapacitated? The next few days are going to tell an interesting tale for the future. That's really all I have to talk about. Now, this story that's breaking in Buffalo, New York, about a mass shooting, that's going to be very interesting to see, but I'm not really covering mass shootings here. Let other people do that. Let other people download news reports on these mass shootings. A mass shooting in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can gather news on that. These are sideshows. These are distractions, needless to say. But what will be, will be. Keep your eyes and ears open, ladies and gentlemen, and believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. I'm going to take a quick hiatus from this presentation because I'm hungry and I'm tired, but especially I'm a little more hungry than anything else. So I'm going to go eat, and we'll return at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll keep an eye on world events, and you should too, because something is about to happen. Something is on the horizon, something totally unforeseen. And it has nothing to do with mass shootings or abortion rights. We'll sign off, and we'll see you at 8 p.m., God willing. In the meantime, don't let anybody make a monkey out of you, and don't make a monkey out of yourself. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we'll see what happens in the next 2 hours. In the meantime, peace.